Hello again. I have um, a energy reading for divine feminine and divine masculine, but because I chose this card, I really chose it. It came up for me as well. I've been reading those cards from Rumi Oracle quite often, and I love all of them. I chose this one for divine feminine because it's kind of um yeah, it is in many ways, many cases, that the divine feminine is really exhausted and is really done, and I just wanted to a bit to nurture this part, a bit to care for that part, because I think this is the most important, which is due and cannot stop. It is already burnout, it's already habit, I don't know, but I don't think that it's good to just go in this space on and on. We have to stop and just a bit nurture ourselves. And as I had a conversation in spirit with my twin, in my dreams mostly, he said to me that he wants me to be happy. That is what his soul desires the most of most. And it's not anymore uh, important in which way. It's been important because we are humans, but it doesn't anymore for him. He cannot make it right yet, right now, and even I am not angry. He is of himself, and that's why it cannot be kind of released completely, because I can't do this for him, and he knows I standing only for him as in love. But to make it right, it is one way, and it is to want me to be happy. He always wanted, but there have been so much fear to lose me and lose this love or whatever in the beginning is of those fears, that are not anymore. So he just want me to be happy, and as he said in spirit, in this moment, or I said to him, I don't know, because it's a flow of and it's an energy. It's not what I'm saying consciously. I'm very surprised actually every time I'm thankful for. So um, just in this moment, given this moment, and be happy in this moment, like give in completely, as much as you can, as often as you can. Be in this moment with your twin together and enjoy. Let go at any thought, any worry, everything. Just enjoy. And it's leads so much in a space, takes so much. That joy, that moment of letting go and to trust into unknown and into our divine power, it's paid so much. You can't even imagine how much it clears all up for further go. So yeah, and the surprise of this card is that this comes always with another one in the end, because for the most exhausted, it has to be added one card more uh, to protection if they are mostly they are sensitive to energies, which will be not surprise for many of us. I am sure, certainly very much in my twin. So there are already two cards for divine feminine and divine masculine. So I'm going to read it for you. The first one is Blood Angel, and you see on the card, um, you actually don't see a figure. You see a heart of the matter. You see the heart of this beautiful blood and blazing angel, and there is a lot of pain being going on, but it's a lot of power, it's a lot of action to heal, and it's a lot of understanding, it's a lot of um, holding on and to trust. and through all of those wounds to be in there in this very cold, very warm, but very powerful place of love and action and divine transformation. So I'm going to read you, so be with me now. Yeah. In the midst of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance. Stepping down from the clouds, it glanced at me like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away. It captured me and flew back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become my all soul in the tenderness of love. The nine spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. Rumi. Do you dare place a limit on how much life you can contain? I pour of myself into your heart and invite you to become nothing and everything with me. Let us be the sunrise that greets the new day and the sunset that honors the dying of the day in radiant glory. Let us be the angel of light arising from darkness and the starburst in the awakening heart of a human. Beloved, be the moon at the back of my heart and the sun at the front of my heart. Be wordless and wise. Let us have nothing that we know for certain and be content. Let us be all and let us be nothing. Let us be. The oracle of the Blood Angel comes to you with a particular message. You are being given the gift of more life. You may experience this as growth, expansion, more energy, more life force, or divine electricity circulating through your system. The Blood Angel understands that in the gift of greater life, which enables a soul to live more of its essence, becoming a more palpable divine presence upon this earth, there are many unavoidable experiences. One of these is that there will be more sunsets to count at the increase in your sunrises. This is about balance. When opening up to receive more, one needs to empty out what has been to allow for a new influx of energy. It is not about an exchange of equal measure, for you will receive according to the great generosity of life itself, and thus even more shall be offered in compensation for what you are willing to release. However, release must take place. Balance is the natural law. The sunset makes way for a time of night. That might be the darkness of grief, or the stirring of unknown places within that only reveal themselves in clarity the following morning. Being ready to endure the sunset and the night to become ready to receive the sunrise, and with it more life, is your divine task now. Why is this coming to you? You are ready for it. You have outgrown what has been, and it cannot satisfy your soul anymore. A part of you, your mind, perhaps, may question whether or not you really want the change inherent in this oracle, divine gift or not. You may prefer that things remain the same, but what are you really wanting in that belief? Happiness, a sense of safety and security, love? Remember that in any divine gift, no matter whether it seems to come at first through an obvious bestowal of grace, such as a wish coming through or a prayer being answered, or through a hidden grace of loss or ending in our lives, there is always an offering of greater life within it. The blood angel tells you to not make yourself too small for what is happening in your soul and life now, by holding on to what you know or holding on when it is better to let go. It may not be easy, but you will gain more trust in the divine in you, in life, and great power and heavenly play can and will flow through your soul into the world. The Blue Angel invites you to accept the genius of life and allow it to flow through you, circulating your divine light even more abundantly into the world around you. This oracle comes with a particular blessing of well-being and vitality. You have perhaps become tired or are well but seek to engage in new projects or practices that will stretch or challenge you. The Blood Angel brings you the blessing of whatever energy is required to expand into where life is leading you. What the divine has instilled within you, your heart, shall be financed with life force and energy so it may be brought to fulfillment. This is the secret contract of human life. The journey shall be taken by the soul, and there will be challenges, and yet what is required for divine fulfillment will always be available. If you have been struggling with your energy levels or with emotional or psychological challenges more so than usual perhaps, then you are asked to complete the sacred honoring ritual for the cloak of the Christ oracle after you have completed the ritual of the Blood Angel. The reason for this is that your energy as you're going through growth and opening can become unstable for a time, more porous or vulnerable than usual. This is nothing to be concerned about, but you will benefit from more spiritual protection during this time. This ritual will assist you in gaining additional spiritual protection. If you need to take any particular action to bring yourself healing and wellness, these rituals will help you become conscious of and ready for that action simply through life experiences and internal wisdom when the time is right. So the secret honoring ritual for the Blood Angel is say aloud or internally as you wish. Blood Angel of unconditional life and divine love, bless me with the life force I need to attain my divine destiny. I open to your grace with perfect trust and perfect love. So be it. Close your eyes and notice your breath. And imagine or intend that you can sense the blood moving in your veins. So much life abounds in your body, soul. In your own time, you can open your eyes. So we have here the next card is the Cloak of Christ. You see on the card standing a human being or more angel or both of them in one, like you are one with your higher self probably. And because it comes with a protection, for me it looks like you are inside of a body, so you are protected from outside. It is a heart or lungs or just inside of some of yourself, of your higher self, so you're protected from the outside completely, but you're one with it as well, so you experience the same, but you're completely not it's a baby maybe in a womb, uh, but at the same time you're powerful and you're strong as you see the person is looking completely vital and I say um, very powerful human being, healthy and strong and standing tall, maybe a bit sad or a bit um, thinking, yes, where humans natural are, there comes some center where maybe overwhelmed or thinking for the next step, and it has to be actually it has to be dropped or let aside because we don't have to worry if you're protected that much. This is human nature, so it looks a bit in thought on the ground, not completely, free and happy in this protection because it's come through a difficult time. So it's not a wonder for, say, for a human, but it's completely protected. So I will read you the card message and the ritual. The Cloak of Christ. In the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you receive on the king's throne and teach the angel the nature of the divine. Rumi. My sacred brother, he who shares my heart and yours, beating as one in harmony with the great unending love, brings you the mantle of his protection. Do you imagine that there is any part of your life, of your body, of your soul that is outside the realm of his divine love and protection? Offer all to him, leave nothing cast aside. He and I together receive you absolutely without condition now. The compassion born out of our own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. We have been through the same journey you are taking now, with divine soul in oneness with the divine heart. We know of your efforts and your struggles, so what is bestowed upon you now is the restoration of forgiveness, of kindness, of mercy. My sacred brother speaks to you. He shall receive your darkness and your light, the angel of your heart and the demon of your fear. Nothing is greater than my brother's love for you. Nothing is greater than my holy passion for you. Take refuge under the cloak of Christ, the mantle of my sacred brother, and know that you are held in our loving sanctuary. You are tired, beloved. Your soul has been ravaged inside and out, and you are succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body, and soul, that which plagues you. Whether something specific or a general nagging, malaise, or anxiety you cannot quite pin down is not as powerful as you fear. You are being given a grace, here and now, that may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary, restoration. They are not a sign that something must be done so much as a sign that something must be received, allowed, that something is healing made possible through divine protection. In this instance, protection is bestowed through the cloak of the Christ. This cloak is sacred container that places your body and soul within the loving energy of the Christ consciousness. This unconditionally loving energy is not limited to the being bearing its name, but is shared by Rumi and many other holy ones. It is typified by warmness. There is nothing within you that would cause the Christ to turn away from you, not even those parts of you that may fill you with fear, shame, guilt, or regret. He and Rumi are sacred brothers, loving and supportive of each other, and they see your soul as one of their family and one of their own. You are so loved by them both, equally and without measure. Can you allow yourself to take refuge in this knowledge? To feel it not only as an idea, nourishing as that is, but as a visceral reality where you complete the sacred honoring ritual and allow yourself to feel the peace and receive healing. The knowledge of Christ's unconditional love for you is a safe space, a place to fall into when you are struggling. It is a sacred container for your healing process, an energetic field that is strong and more enduring than even the greatest fears or doubts. The purpose of this sacred container is to provide you with a feeling of being held, especially for those times when you are feeling that you cannot hold yourself. Sometimes we just need permission to break down, to really let go, to come apart and be disassembled, so that we can break through, be lifted up, and come together in a new, more spiritually coherent and loving form to move forward. For you, this is essential. It is the person, place, thing, or belief that has come to be like a manacle around your wrist, or an iron ball and leg iron, preventing you from moving forward with the grace you have earned spiritually. You're being empowered here to shed that. Don't hesitate. Let yourself be cloaked in the Christ energy and receive the spiritual assistance you deserve now. There is a reason for this. The unfolding of the life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. All your energy. So please don't dissipate it. Don't dilute it with giving it in things or in direction that is not unnecessary, right? This is particular so if you have also drawn the rope of passion for purpose or intuitively feel drawn to real this message of the card and complete its accompanying secret honor ritual. And just remember that whenever we are asked to release something, it is because the divine wishes to fill our hearts and hands with more. Do not hold on to scraps for fear, that the feast will be denied to you. Use your nose, smell the feast awaiting you. So open your arms wide above your head and tip your gaze gently up towards the heavens. If you are inside, imagine or intend that you can gaze beyond the physical structure of the ceiling right into the sky that lies above. Lower your arms to prayer position at your heart and say aloud, if possible, rule me in Jesus Christ, who love me without condition. Offer me the cloak of the Christ, the mantle of divine protection, now that I may receive the calming grace and healing I need through the power and mercy of your presence. Thank you. Sit quietly and imagine you are surrounded by a dark, comforting cloak. You can easily breathe through it. You can easily see light within it, or filtering through if it needs to be. Or you may feel comfortable in the darkness. Let it be whatever it most relaxing and soothing for you. You can imagine that a cloak is made of stars. You may even imagine it to be the night sky double with stars wrapping around you. Close your eyes and relax now for as long as feels good. Maybe for a minute, for 15 or 20 minutes or longer. Just be with what feels appropriate and best for you at this time. When you feel you're ready to arise from your rest, simply place your hands at your heart and say, thank you. You may notice strong energetic sensation or emotions during the process or in the day following. You may notice repetitive thought patterns that you need to confront and challenge with more loving thoughts. You may have significant dreams in the evening following also. It may be very subtle for you so much so that you wonder if anything has happened and if it has worked. It has. The effect will be demonstrated at the right time. Trust. Just thank you for being here with me, and I wish you a beautiful, protective, and healing experience and restoration so you can feel like a phoenix and start anew and share energy only if you feel like so. Just knowing the balance and harmony for yourself and your twin. Love you.